In the comics, the character of Philip Gavin is Union Jack's boss, and he's just barking orders, and that's very much where we start with Philip Gavin. However, there's not much of him in the comics, and so we got to take him on a much more profound arc. So where the character starts and where he ends up is a massive journey. He goes through a significant change over the course of the 10 episodes. He's kind of a stock character in like the buddy cop movie of the captain who's screaming and constantly having a go at the protagonist.
At first I didn't know that much about him, except for his name is Philip Gavin, so that gives you a bit of a clue as to what he's like. And the costume I was given was one of those blue shirts with a white collar, a different collar. So I thought, well, he's obviously a so...
Simon's playing the part of my manager, my line manager in effect.
I'm a company man and I want to go up through the ranks, and I can't be messing around in all these other supernatural things that are nonsense.
Obviously, in many ways, Joseph Chapman, Union Jack, is the most nightmarish person to manage in the world, because he's just a live wire, he's a red flag, he's a powder keg of different ideas, he's like a bull in a china shop.
Jack comes out with another cheeky line that it wasn't his fault in some way. Gavin blows up again.
The funny thing is Union Jack's a powder keg and Gavin's a powder keg, so two powder kegs meet and there's just explosion. And some of my favourite scenes to film have been those with Simon, when he comes at me with his energy, I come at him with mine, and there's just fireworks. There's fireworks in the air between us. I think there'll be fireworks on screen.
In terms of performance, Simon Cleary is a tsunami. He just goes at it insanely, intensely, and is relentless. He is a master of getting into character and going that extra mile, going beyond what your expectations are. And he takes it incredibly seriously. He's very dedicated and always delivers, over-delivers, you could say. He always does something extra and beyond what you would have anticipated, even the best case scenarios.
Simon is brilliant to work with. He's excellent to watch in character. He's really good because he makes you energised when you're working with him.
In the bottle episode 8, we purposefully located this as far away from civilization as possible as to not draw any attention to ourselves. But this is when Cleary was absolutely going for it. The mic had to be on -10 and half a mile away. And he was so explosive that inevitably, even though the nearest residence was miles away, the police showed up because people heard shouting.
There's a big sense of inner propulsion about Simon, where he has so much energy and ideas he can bring to the table. You're never quite sure necessarily what he's going to do next.
He will shout at you if you're doing it wrong.
He can be quite scary.
I think I remember tearing up the script, throwing it on the ground, said, "From the top! Let's go!" and just smashed through it with full anger, probably not getting a word wrong, and done in one. So, yeah, that's good.